Yesterday, Mayor John Tory's executive committee approved a proposal to expand the Vision Zero road safety plan. Some of the $22 million budget increase to the city's Transportation Services Department may be earmarked for road signs and pavement markings for cyclists. All welcome news. But given the alarming rise in pedestrian and cyclist fatalities in the city this year, is enough being done to make our streets safer? Joining us now is Barbara Gray, General Manager of Transportation Services for the City of Toronto. Barbara, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Good to hear that more money is coming in. Is that what's needed, or do we just need to rethink how we do things?
Well, I think that the tools that we have, our Vision Zero road safety plan is a long-term plan to get us to zero fatalities on the roadway. We're committed to it. We have resources in the budget. The council has accelerated that plan 4 times since its inception, and the $22 million which we'll spend this year will, as you mentioned, go to improvements for cycling safety, improvements for signals, for crossings, focusing on some of our most vulnerable road users, which are senior citizens and school children, cyclists, as we mentioned, and then also motorcycles, and focusing also on campaigns to alert people around the dangers of distracted driving, the importance of paying attention on the road, the importance of really being focused and aware when you travel.
That seems to be the bigger thing. You hate to see people get tickets, and I know police don't like to hand them out, but it seems like the enforcement has slipped when it comes to that. Should we not be going after the drivers when it comes to the distracted driving? I mean, that's worse than drunk driving.
So we certainly have good partnership with the police. They do, I think, a pretty great job given the size of the city and how much need there is. We are also working on a proposal this year with leadership from Mayor Tory to bring automated speed enforcement back into the city at some of the locations where we see that there is a significant challenge with regard to distracted driving and speeding in particular. We know that when people get hit at higher speeds, they're much more likely to suffer a fatality or a serious injury. So really managing speed is a big piece of that.
What would you like to see? What do you think is the most important thing, the priority?
Well, I think the priority for the city is really to focus on our most vulnerable road users, and also to really start to focus on changing the culture about how we travel in the city. We've been hearing a lot from the public about their frustration, about how the fact that it's not happening fast enough. They really want to see and be assured that their daily commute is going to be safe, and when they travel around the city and their kids travel to school, that they're going to get there safely. And that is our commitment as well. And so really trying to get as much as we can in terms of the engineering improvements out on the street as quickly as we can, and really start to get the education moving forward. You'll see a lot more this summer. We were already in the process of adding a lot more signs, a lot more signals. You'll see a lot of mobile watch your speed signs, which are the ones that show you your speed and tell you how fast you're going, and hopefully help you correct your behavior, as well as more pavement markings and a number of other devices.
Okay. Barbara, thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully they will make a difference.